the men and women who are serving us proudly there, as we do each Friday night. Less than 5 to go in the third quarter. That pass slips through the fingertips of Jermaine Copeland.
Yeah, that hello to the Canadian Forces is a way of just saying thank you and reminding all of Canadians that it's for real, and these guys are dealing with it every single day. And it's retro week for the 60s, and that was the decade where the Canadian flag was adopted.
2nd and 10. Stamps at their 33. Argos show blitz and jumped a little quick. And penalty markers stop the play. And then we'll see if they were drawn. Doesn't look like it.
Well, the one thing that you know has improved.
Illegal procedure. Calgary number 65. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Excuse me. Ben Archibald, the left tackle, did flinch.
Yeah, but Ben Archibald flinch. He gets the penalty there. But this offensive line with the starters back, that long throw to Jermaine Copeland, how much time did Henry Burris have there? They've got their Hoggies back.
So it's 2nd and 15. Argos looking for a stop. And a quarterback draw. Henry Burris gets to the first down stick.
He was focused. He was focused. Last night, talking to him about his pregame meal and ritual, he's gone back to what he did in 08. He came in focused. This Argo defense has really battled tonight. So, you know, offensively, he's had to work for everything he's been able to put up on the board, but playing a lot better.
Guy Ranford, 79 yards in the Grey Cup game, has 43 tonight against this Argo D. Play fake to Reynolds and Brett Ralph, and that's the guy we've admired for the past 5 years at the wideout spot in Calgary.
Well, across the board, I mean, the 0-2 start for the Stampeders, and you got Kenyon Rambo, Nick Lewis, Jermaine Copeland, Brett Ralph. I mean, Montreal has a great receiving core. There's a couple of real good ones in BC. You know, Edmonton's got a couple, but as a core, the Calgary Stampeders, and you wonder how they could be 0-2 with that receiving core and that quarterback.
Here's pressure. Burris is decked. Brought down for the 2nd time tonight by Lynn J. Shell. And it's the 3rd quarterback sack of the evening for the Argos.
There he is right there, and he's coming right off the edge, untouched. Calgary Stampeders, Nick Lewis lines up as a tight end, but he doesn't take Ivan or Shell off the edge. Leaves him for Joffrey Reynolds, and then Joffrey Reynolds has to take the most dangerous, which is the inside guy, Ivan.
Lost 9, so 2nd and 19. He just converted on 2nd and 15. Big pressure again. Burris in trouble. And he's got a completion. Ryan Thorwell still going. 1st down. And finally dropped at the 35. Stamps are rolling. 27 yards. Burris to the veteran Thorwell.
Henry Burris is taking control of the game. And this is a full blitz from the Argos. Adriano Belli is clean. Burris again scrambles, eyes up, composed as he runs to his right. He hangs on to the ball on the shell hit and then finds Thelwell there.
London, Ontario native with a clutch 1st down catch. And that ball brought down. Great catch, Jermaine Copeland. There's that big window we've talked about. Get it around him, and he'll bring it in.
Peter Lisk to the out. And a dart. Look at Copeland go up and pull that baby down. Sometimes the pitcher speaks volumes. Great catch.
5 yards for Copeland, 2nd and 5. Quarterback draw again. Burris dropped and the ball comes loose. As the play been whistled dead, Argos say they've got it. And it is Argo football.
And this one, take a look quickly to see if he was not down by contact before the ball came out.
Willie Middlebrooks with the hit. And it looked like that ball was jarred loose.
Yes, I think it was.
So the second fumble of the night for Calgary.
And that ball is loose, and he is not touched yet. In fact, the ball bounced before he touched. And the process here to see whether or not that will be challenged, and it won't be, is John Huffning on that headset will get the word from upstairs, and they saw the replays as well, and they'll say, no, don't even bother.
11th giveaway of the year for Calgary, second tonight. Argos dodge a bullet. Joseph has Reggie McNeil. And McNeil stuck by Milton Collins up across the 40-yard line.
Milton Collins is a hitter back there. He is bringing the hammer.
Bringing back memories of Glenn Suter.
Well, you have to really go back.
Just trying to work with the retro theme.
Yeah.
First and 10. Off the right side, Robertson trying to kick it outside, and Blackman's there with help from Devonzo Tate.
And no need for the Argos to panic. I mean, there's lots of football to be played here. So they don't have to push the ball deep. They're finally getting a little field position they can work with.
You're right. It felt like the game was slipping away from them. And if Calgary put more points on the board in that last drive, it might have been curtains for Bart Andrus tonight, but they've got a whole quarter left. This should be the final play of quarter number 3. And some early movement there. Looked like somebody jumped on that Argo offensive line.
Penalty still an issue.
Procedure. Toronto number 57. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Ryan Ramsey called there. Still an issue for both teams. I think Bart Andrus has eliminated the ones after the whistle, but he's having some problems with the ones just before or during the whistle.
19 penalties amassed by the two teams so far tonight. And barring another, this will be the final play of the third quarter. Crawford flares out of the backfield. Joseph looking downfield. Penalty marker there. And the ball falls incomplete, and we have two different markers on the turf.
Hang on, folks, before you get your snack. We'll see what this one is.
Well, there are actually 3 different flags downfield, so there may be some accounting to be done here by the officials.
Forward pass interference. Calgary number 27. Major foul, face mask. Calgary number 27.
Wow.
Point of foul plus 15 yards. First down.
Brandon Browner double dipping in the wrong category.
And that is a lot of real estate. You're talking about the point of foul for the contact and then the face mask added on. That's the intended target, Reggie McNeil. There's the pull and the pass interference and the face mask. You saw it all, and he's locked in. He won't even let the left hand or arm of Reggie McNeil go.
And now they go Wildcat from the 30, Jamal Robertson. And the reverse, Kerry Joseph. And he'll try and throw it, it's knocked away. Dwayne Carpenter's got it. Oh boy, Dwayne Carpenter is off to the races. A botched play by the Argos. Touchdown, Calgary.
Bart Andrus said he would throw in some wrinkles in the Wildcat formation. Might need to iron out some of those wrinkles. That's Kerry Joseph right there. He lines up his receivers coming on the reverse and wants to throw it.
That's Kashama, who got to the quarterback, and Dwayne Carpenter picked up the loose change. And DeAngelis for the extra point. Just when it looked like Toronto was going to get back in it, Calgary expands their lead on the final play of the third quarter.
Hey, Scott.